Hi, how are you? My name is Roxana and welcome to my neck of the woods. So I am a fan of Just Like That. I've always been a fan of Sex and the City. Totally love the whole fashion aspect of the show, always have. And so, yeah, I watched Just Like That. And in the last episode, it's actually season 3, episode 6. Listen, that episode really got me thinking. Why did it get me thinking? It showed two bags. It showed a Michael Kors bag versus a Fendi Peekaboo bag, right? And I didn't understand what the scene was all about. Let me set it up for you in case you haven't seen it. So Lisa, there's this character in Just Like That. I really don't get her. I kind of don't care about her storyline, to tell you the truth. But this lady wears the nicest clothes. Oh my God, I just love the stuff she wears. I love her bags. I love just her whole style, right? Now, her dad ends up dying in this episode. He actually died in season 1, came back to life in season 2, and is dead now in season 3. They even had a funeral for him. That's a whole other thing that's happening in this Just Like That. So yeah, there's definitely problems with this show. So here's this scene where Lisa is walking into a diner. First of all, Lisa is like super high class lady, and her eating in a diner is already kind of sketchy to me. And she is meeting this chick named Lucille. Now, Lucille is the manager of her dead dad's, what is a theater company, right? So this lady, you see her, and right next to her on the table is a Michael Kors bag. I mean, you can spot that it is a Michael Kors bag from really far away. Just like you can figure out that Lisa's bag, it is a Peekaboo, Fendi Peekaboo from a mile away, right? So Lisa walks in and she puts her bag right next to the Michael Kors bag, right? And then Lucille, that's the manager of the theater company, she compliments Lisa on the bag, right? And Lisa says, thank you. I think she says thank you. And then Lucille moves her Michael Kors bag and says, it's Michael Kors, like fishing for a compliment, right? And Lisa doesn't say anything. And then they go on about the whole funeral of her dad's, and there's like a bickering between them. There's definitely a clash between these two characters. Lisa had her phone off and she wasn't there for when her dad took his last breath. But Lucille has been there all along. In fact, she even alludes that the Michael Kors bag was given to her by Lisa's dad, right? So Lucille is now in a power struggle with Lisa because Lucille wants to be in charge of funeral arrangements, and she actually did the whole funeral, which was kind of interesting. But and Lisa's like, hey, he's my dad. And Lucille is kind of like, yeah, chick, but you weren't around, type of a thing. That's what the beef between those two are. But I was like, okay, what are they trying to say with the bags? Lucille's bag, Michael Kors bag, at one point she takes hot sauce out of the bag, right? And first of all, it was Lisa that asked for hot sauce. So, and Lucille said, oh, tells the waitress, don't worry about it, I got you, girl, and pulls out the hot sauce out of the bag. And I'm like, okay, first of all, what are they trying to say? Are they trying to say that that Lisa still remembers her roots because, she's coming to this diner, it's comfort food, it is, and she's still old school, likes hot sauce, she came from, I don't know, I just don't see Lisa's character asking for hot sauce to begin with. First of all, I definitely would not imagine Lisa carrying hot sauce in her Fendi Peekaboo bag. Let me tell you, this bag right now, you can get the Fendi bag, and it is $45,000 on $4,500, not thousand, right now.
Okay, I had no idea just how many peekaboos are and just how expensive some of these can be. There are some for like 28,000. The cheapest I did see for 4,500, and they tend to be a solid color, but they have some with patterns. It looks like there's different fabrics, not just leather. I mean, this one is just beautiful. This is the one I would pick if I won the lotto, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So these bags are beautiful. The official name is called Peekaboo Iseeu. And like I said, they come in all types of high end prices. They're very expensive. I mean, seriously, 4,500. I still think you can buy a used car these days for 4,500. I think you could.
Now, they don't have this lime green color or it's acid green that is in the show. That bag, it looks like you can get it for about $2,500 on the pre-loved market. I've seen a sold one on eBay for $1,500. I don't know if it's the exact green. I don't know if it was real, if it was fake, whatever. But it looks like you can get this bag from anywhere, this lime kind of green bag, from anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500 on the pre-loved market. Now, Lucille's bag, the Michael Kors bag, it does, this particular one, it is called the Jet Set Travel Medium Duffel Bag. I think that's the one. It doesn't look like it's available right now, but I've seen it on the pre-loved market for about $130, $150. It looks like originally the bag was $650. So it's a big difference from $650 versus $4,500 if it's brand new, right? So what are they trying to say with these bag things? Like I said, at first I was confused, but then I think the bags kind of is an extension of the personality. You have Lisa with her quiet luxury, just just really high class, definitely snooty. I believe she seems snooty to me. I mean, there's another scene of her smashing, like a few episodes ago. She's like dressed really nicely. Again, I love the shit she wears, but she's like smashing potatoes, and that is so unreal to me. There's no way somebody dressed in really expensive clothes would be smashing potatoes, making potatoes. First of all, I cannot see Lisa even cooking, okay? And if she's gonna be cooking, she's not gonna be wearing her fancy clothes with an apron. Just very unrealistic. Now, this Lucille chick, yeah, I can definitely see her wearing a Michael Kors bag, being proud that she wears a Michael Kors bag, and carrying her hot sauce in Michael Kors bag. Makes perfect sense, okay? So maybe that's what they're trying to show. They're trying to show class versus quiet luxury, or spunk versus quiet luxury. Is that it? Class versus non-class. Can I say that? I mean, did Michael Kors pay to have their name put into the show? Because if they did, they're kind of like shitting on the brand. It just seems to me like they're not very nice to the brand. So I'm still a little bit confused. But what I think they're trying to show it is, Michael Kors being an everyday kind of cool ass, very forward, doesn't take crap kind of women, where the Fendi is gonna be the refined, classic, luxury, quiet luxury, definitely what Lisa is. That's what I got out of the episode. But
Twice I listened to the podcast from the creators of the show to see if I can get some insight on the scene. However, I fell asleep twice, so
I'm curious, what did you guys get out of this episode? Do you think the same thing that I'm thinking, that is the bag is just an extension of the character? Like, after I watched this episode, I'm like, yeah, first of all, I don't really care for Michael Kors. I do own, I believe, 1 or 2 Michael Kors bags.
And just like that, I realize that I have just purchased a Michael Kors
I
bag.
don't really care for Michael Kors. However, I did come across a bag recently that I absolutely love. Let me show you. This is the Michael Kors bag that I bought recently. I don't know the name of it, but I do think it has a rocker style to it. I paid $45 on the pre-loved market from Whatnot. You know, you guys know I love Whatnot. Now, it's not perfect. It's got a defect over here, but I think overall is in a really good shape. I have yet to wear this bag, right? So, am I more of a Fendi person? Absolutely not. Am I more of a Michael Kors person? Yeah, definitely I'm that Michael Kors girl. I don't really care for Michael Kors that much. I do like this bag a whole lot. And I was actually going to list it and sell it, but I don't think it's gonna be hard for me to get my $45 back and make some profit. I might just make my money back, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait a few years. Maybe Michael Kors will become famous now that it's been just like that, and people will seek this bag out. On the resale market, it's about $65, right? Now, at the same time that I bought the Michael Kors bag, I bought this Kate Spade bag. Now, if you've been on my channel for a little bit, you know I like Kate Spade dresses. I don't care that much for their bags. I'm more of, when it comes between Michael Kors, Coach, and Kate Spade, definitely a Coach girl, right? I really do like Coach a whole lot. Now, this lovely Kate Spade bag, this one, again, I paid right around $45. This one, you know, you guys, it is, I could even get less money. I think I've seen sold like for $30. So I definitely wouldn't be getting my money back if I tried to sell it. However, I've already worn this bag. I've worn it a few times. It is very roomy. I like how much stuff you can fit in it. It's got the striped black and white Kate Spade signature fabric, and it's got this big pocket on the side, and I do like this bag a lot, so I'm definitely keeping it. It's got a little bit of smudge dirt here. I did wipe as much as I could out, but I very much like it. So for a person who doesn't like Michael Kors and Kate Spade, what do I get? Michael Kors and Kate Spade. Listen, if I like a bag, I really don't care about the name at this point. Traditionally, Michael Kors and Kate Spade don't necessarily make the leather that I enjoy. However, yeah, look at this. It's pretty dirty. I wonder if I can clean this bag up. But yeah, I am definitely going to be wearing this soon. Yeah, I know I went from one subject to another. I talk about a show, and now I'm talking about the bags that I got on Whatnot. And if you like this kind of content and you don't mind me going all over the place, by all means, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you thinking through the whole video. Please don't be shy and let me know what you think about the episode. Do you watch And Just Like That? Were you a big Sex and the City fan? I was. I always been. I'm a little bit disappointed in Just Like That, but I don't think is as bad as the critics make it out to be. Carrie is just making bad decisions when it comes to men, and she did it in her 30s, so, you know, it takes, and she's doing it again in her 50s, and you know, you just wish people evolve, but obviously I don't think she really evolved, and I sure as hope I evolved and don't make the same mistakes she makes, but hey, who knows. Aiden sleeps with his ex-wife and carries, and she was like totally okay with it. I'm like, girl, you don't love that guy, because if the guy you loved slept with his ex-wife or anybody else for that matter, and you'd be like, oh, we didn't talk about boundaries. I'm like, no, chick, you would be so freaking hurt, and you would be not calm, cool, collected. At least I wouldn't be. Would you? Come on. listen. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.